Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 254. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, do the YouTube things. And if you're returning, if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for visiting me this week. I have lots of stitching to share. I must have just been on fire with the energy of stitching and all the things. The Olympics, I'm sure, are what's pushing that forward because I am doing the Naptime Stitchers Olympic prompts. So there's that going on. And of course, it's Arbitrary August, but I am not doing that section of Arbitrary August, of what I'm doing until after the Olympics comes in. Or comes to a wrap. So with that being said, I want to remind you in my description box below, I have a Happy Mail form and other friends that have online businesses, information you may possibly be interested in acquiring, and that's where you'll find it in the description box below this channel. So with that, I recorded a small little clip in regards to the loss of Daleen. I'm going to insert this here and I will come back. If you do not wish to watch this, 7 minutes is approximately how long it was, and it just may be too heavy of a topic, so I want to let you know. Fast forward 7 minutes ahead if you want to skip that, and I completely understand, and it is, but she was a wonderful soul, and I needed to wrap my head around doing the best I could. All right, I want to talk to you about Daleen, and I know I'm not going to do well during this because I've not been okay. So we're just going to dive in. Daleen Wilson of So Grateful passed away this weekend, and she is not a person I ever met in person, but had such an amazing soul. She reached out to me during 2020 when my father was diagnosed with cancer and wanted to give tips and tricks and all those kind of things that my father wasn't open to, but she learned very quickly that I am. So we just connected on that level, and our friendship grew. I know lots of other people have came forward and talked about their messages they got from her, the pictures they got from her. They just meant everything, and they truly did. She was she's going to be sorely missed. She is definitely was a good soul. If you don't know anything about Daleen, she was diagnosed with cancer and chose to fight cancer her own way. And in the process of doing that, she took notes and she made changes to her life and was cancer-free for 10 years. About not 6 weeks, maybe 5-ish weeks ago, she was having a health spiral and was admitted to the hospital, and things happened that did not necessarily go well. I do know what the diagnosis was in regards to that, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to celebrate Daleen and make sure that her joy and goodness continues to shine out in the world, and I just want to share a little bit about her. So to start off, one of the things that she did, my husband served in the military, and her husband still did serve in the military, still was very active in that. I'm not sure if he was retired. I feel like he was. But she shared this chart with me for me to stitch in honor of my husband. And then once I was done stitching it and needed to return it to her, her goodness soul that she has was to just pass it on. This chart needs to just keep going. So she gave me a couple addresses and she said, one of those, send it and go on. So with hope, this chart is still living in the world of Daleen sharing that. My husband's years of service are stitched in here in honor of him. So that is one way that she helped share. Beyond that, my husband was diagnosed with, we are of the age where we started having our colonoscopy, and he was diagnosed with, they found cancer in his colon, and they were able to get it all, but it literally means that his body is of the dynamic to where he can grow cancer. So Daleen started us on our path of juicing and making other changes to our lives, and I'm so grateful. I mean, that name fits her so perfectly. In those changes, I mean, at different times, it's just like at different times. My daughter came down with the sickness, and she shot me off messages right away to telling me to do this and do this. And I would do that back. When she came back from the hospital this last go around and was telling me what she was struggling with, I was like, please, get your frankincense out, get your hot and cold, get your, you know, and one of the fun things she was known for was her grounding and sharing that path. She had worked very, very long in creating a book to share the practical information that she learned and the small changes she made as she journeyed through her cancer. And you've just recently seen me talk about this, but Practical Hope is the book written by Daleen. So if you are so inclined, it's still out there on Amazon and it's still in Barnes & Noble, and maybe give this a go. Jenny from the Boozy Stitchers made a post over the weekend telling us a way to keep Daleen's spirit alive, and is that, you know, she loved to share beautiful things. She loved her chickens, she loved her garden, she loved her flowers, she loved her dog. And so she would share these beautiful pieces, and she would always honor someone in her family. She would sneak their some initials in. She would make little changes to them. One of the first ones that I saw of her doing was in 2020 was Sampling Hill by Bryn Gervais, and I commented on it. What a beautiful piece. And she was like, it's in the mail for you tomorrow. So she mailed me her copy and one little skein to get me started on it. So this is going to be happening soon. Another piece that rings to me so much is the Proper Stitchers Strength and Dignity. So I will be getting my stuff together to make these happen, because I need a piece that I will look at and think of my dear friend Daleen. And last but not least, Becca from Sambry Stitches, I'm going to pop a picture in here, created a real quick little sampler that is free, and you can get in touch to her. She had a real quick little video out to explain to where you can acquire that. A couple of amazing things about Daleen was that she would greet you in her videos always with something wonderful that she's made. And when I say made, I mean, this woman like made her own spices, made her own flour, made her own peanut butter. I mean, she was just a phenomenal woman and full of so much knowledge. And in May, we were birthday month twins, so in May, her birthday, she would always put a big push out for making a party for anyone. And she would get like the metal pans and put a box of a cake mix and a icing and candles and some cute little napkins or whatnot, and put it all together and take it to the food pantry so that other less fortunate people were able to celebrate the birthday. So I would love to see her tradition of that continue on. I would love to see just your grasp your birthday month, and in honor of Daleen, get out there and make somebody else happy and joyful. I just couldn't let it go without saying something in regards to Daleen, and I am inserting this in. So I love you, Daleen. Please continue to like shine bright on us and know that you were so loved in this world. All right, on to my stitching. Thank you for watching and being part of my channel and the goodness that we all try to share out in the world. So my stitching is what brings you here originally, and we're going to get into that. So I have two finishes for this week. I have the fully finished of the I have the Hello Sunshine Petites by Little House Needleworks. I finished the fourth one, which is this one. So all four of them are done and need to be done, but this is it now. Super happy. Sunflowers are my jam, and it's I love, they creep up everywhere. So my next piece that I have to share is a finish for now. So I belong to the Clouds Factory's H.C. Anderson's Fairy Tale Stitch Along, and the newest August piece released, which was the Emperor's New Clothes. So this is what the whole thing looks like. And this section, oops, this is the section right here that just released. Super happy to have that done. I do get asked on this fabric sometimes, so let me remind you while it's still sitting here with me. Fiberlicious Singing in the Rain is what the piece is, and it's a beautiful piece, and this looks so good together. But I hope you all are still enjoying this. I know that I'm not like my normal bubbly. I'm trying to do the best. That's why I split off. But anyway, I stitch my Mirabilia every single week. So my Queen of Peace, this is what she will look like. And I feel like I am like about 800 stitches from having the stitching done on it. So this is where she is in full. And I am still working on these little ribbons. It comes down some more here, and this one drops, and then these connect. So I'm fiddling around with that, and then it will be Krynic and beads. So this is coming along. And a typical mirror like this, it seems from calculation, takes about 9 months, and I'm kind of on target for that to be what it is still by the time stitching and then bead-ish. So I don't know, maybe a little faster. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is my Colors of the Season by Carolyn Manning. This is the summer one that I'm currently stitching on. This is how it goes. And this is just a printout of the chart. I stitched this on Markup XP. And this is where I'm at on it. So colorful, so bright, so screaming summer. And you can see like from here up, completely done. So I'm like more than halfway. I'm closing it on the end. There's not much left to do there. I do about 200 stitches when I pick it up, and I only work on it Monday through Friday. So this one's probably, I don't know, a little over a week maybe. We'll see. My next one I picked up because one of the prompts, I don't have all the prompts in order and exactly what I stitched on, but one of the prompts for the Olympics was rows. So it was for the rowing, again, people, for the rowing competition. I picked up my Love Letters for Mom, the August one, because it has a border. It was like the prompt was have a border or a row, and of course every one of these are bordered out, and that's what I worked on, was the border. Not even fully finished yet, but my border is over halfway, just a little over halfway, but it's over halfway. So this piece of thread is one that comes with it. It's a cottage garden one. I could be saying that wrong. Oh well. Anyway, it's a variegated one, and it comes, every one of the kits come with like some of that in order for you to not have to buy the whole skein. It wasn't readily available in America when Jeanette Douglas put this chart out. So we'll see how far I get on that, but that doesn't, I pick at it through the month of August. I usually am one of those people that wait until the very, very end to get that done, but I got it started early. This next piece is my Stars Hollow from the Black Needle. It was 4 sections, so 4 different charts for every season. I'm down to the winter section. I'm not done with it yet, but I'm going to show it to you in the full and then show you what I worked on. So here it is in the full. And I am still plugging away on winter, but you can see kind of, if I tilt and play, that I am done with the white finally. And I knew that was what was holding me up, all that white stitching that had to go in there. So that's done. And I even started like doing around the ice rink. So we'll see where I get on this. I pulled this out again for a prompt. So it still has like 1,200 stitches. I don't know. I just pull it out like if something needs full coverage or a certain color. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we see it again. My next piece, I said that I wasn't going to be doing my like Monday, Wednesday, Friday prompts, but all of my charts that for those prompts fit in for something for the Olympics, so why not? And this was stitch on something that had a circle in it, and this has 4 circles in it. So I grabbed it out. I finished this section here, which was just this puffy tail, and then I kept stitching and brought in, I have been doing like 1 and 1, but I was just like in my groove, and I was like, the colors were here and here, so I kind of worked between the 2 of them. And that's what I got done on that. So super happy about this. Again, more than halfway. plugging along and it looks great. That one was the one I chose for the grands. This next one, I told you, this is my What Wednesday that I usually do. I am holding off on those in the month of August, but it still made its appearance for the first week. And this is Year 4 Frogwarts from the Black Needle Society also. And I am happy to report the little dragon is done in the middle. Isn't that awesome? That white just makes it pop. Love it, love it. And then I started on this motif over here. I love me some Harry Potter, but I am not a Harry Potter expert, so I do not always know exactly what these things are. But nonetheless, I love stitching them. So usually what I do as I'm stitching, like on Year 4, I'll listen to the book on tape again, and then I'll watch the movie, and then all of a sudden these things start making sense. But I hadn't done that yet. I'm still on the wait list for the book because I get it through the library. It is what it is. All right, I'm excited for this next one because I do remember the prompt for this one was I needed to stitch on something with water. And if you recall, I am altering Maps of Hakran Hollow. This is what it would look like in full, and my tastes have changed. There are elements about this that I like and a lot that just didn't call to me anymore, but I had stitched my entire hawk. So I didn't want to like let him go away. So I am changing it. So here it is. Here's my hawk. So I clearly shoved and maybe you don't pay attention, but basically the river, I shoved it over. Originally it was like coming out like this. So I got quite a bit of water stitching. So the water up here, I put in 2 bridges and these 3 little fishies and some more water. And I'm just taking elements from this piece and like seeing where it fits because I would like it to finish, I don't know, probably about-ish this size would look good. So, but we'll just see as I continue progressing what makes the cut and what doesn't. That one I was choosing to stitch on it when Ymir runs, and I believe she's got a run later on this month. So my next piece is my oldest whip, and I struggle with getting it out because it's big and all the things, and during this time of the year, it can be like, it's hot, so it's heavy because it's a blanket. So this is my butterfly Afghan. This is a very bad copy of it, but this is what it will look like when it's done. And it is the Butterfly Afghan by Stony Creek Collection. I collected the magazines from 2006 to 2007, and my mother got me the Afghan for a present that year, and I started stitching on it. I am losing my pile. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. All right, so that was what it was completely gonna look like. The square that I started working on is this right here. I am not gonna be able to show you it all in full. But like, see, it is not halfway done, but it's getting there. So we will see how I progress on the butterflies. Again, I don't know when I'll get that back out again because with this season right now where it's hot, I just kind of like, don't do it. So I have one other thing that I finished that I'm super excited to show you, and it is not cross stitching related, but it is my grandson's quilt. It's been sitting here. I'm just going to kind of show you it right here so you can see the colors, and then I'll probably pop pictures in. So I am not a master quilter or an excellent quilter in any way. My thought for my quilts is just basically for them to love and be wrapped up by grandma's goodness. So it's a farm theme thing. This is like supposed to be dirt roads and plants. There's a big stripe, many big stripes that have the farm scene on the back. It is tractors, and the binding is it looks like seeds. So this was fun. Popping pictures in here. So Henry is 7 months now, and getting this to him finally makes me happy. Let's be real, he didn't miss it, but I knew that grandma owed him something. So very happy to have that finished and off to him after I give it a wash. So then, other than that, I have a thank you that I got in the mail from Cindy on here. Cindy made me, had this paper beautiful little peacock. How cute is that? Because that's a peacock in my love letters for mom this month. And she sent me a little note and some stamps for my happy mail that I send out. She also wanted me to remind you that like I circulate through these. So like I don't just like start at the top and pull down. Like when I open up my thing for happy mail to send out, I'm like, when I started, I tried to keep track of who I sent so that it, I made sure that I tried to get everyone, and then that became like overwhelming. So now I just like pull a name, and I'm telling you, most of the time I'll get a message saying I needed that card. So I feel like that system is kind of working as far as like the person that needs it gets to hear it from me. But anyway, so thank you for that, Cindy. I appreciate it greatly, and stamps have definitely helped with getting more of them out. So so I have no haul this time, and let's talk to you about my plans. I have, again, I have mentioned this already on here, but I'm following along with the Naptime Stitchers Olympic prompts. I have been posting over on my Instagram, so you can see pictures of what I've been doing, and that has been a lot of fun. And I'll continue to do that until the Olympics are done. And then my plan is to spend, I have the wheel, if I remember, I'll put it here, of new starts that have already been like kitted up and they're completely ready to go. I add them to this wheel, and that's how I'm going to do my arbitrary August. I'm going to spin that wheel and do these new starts because they're not going anywhere while they just sit there thinking I'm going to get to them. So I also have like my August is here, and so the love letters for mom is a section I do for that month. I also have a stocking and a berry that I'll do for this month. And my focus piece for this month is like a summer beach theme thing. I've done it for a few years, and I have one more of a 3 set to do, so that should get knocked out this month, which will be cool. So basically I'm just throwing the doors wide open, and like we're gonna see what happens. And now with the new change of events for me, you know, stitching for me is my therapy and my healing, so I know that I will dive right in. Lots and lots and lots of tears were shed. Lots and lots and lots of tears will be shed. My husband asked me if I needed to go. Do I need to hop on a plane and go? I don't know any of the plans for what's going on with Daleen. But I told him, like, you know, like the family put their post out to saying let them have their space to grieve, and I appreciate that. But Bruce does know how much she meant to me and my friendship with her, and how missed she will be. So with that, I'm going to talk to you about personal life. I have been doing a lot of reading, and my reading is reading in books. It kind of was just the jam for me. That's probably why I got so much stitching done, because I was reading so much. So as far as my grandkids go, I have a few pictures to share with you, of course. Every night now, for a couple weeks now, the kids have done a dance party. I don't know that I can show the video because it's Taylor Swift music. I can't, I bet. So I can't share that. If I have a picture of her, just so you to see, I'll post that. Basically, she does her little hops and her jumps and dancing, and she holds the phone and she rocks it. So it's super cute. And then I do have a couple pictures of Ozzy helping Henry out, learning things from the books. And it's so cute to see her want to be helpful, and Henry is able to like interact. So they're doing great and wonderful, and they're just a joy. And when Grandma was really struggling, they made sure to get them over here to get some loving. So I had a couple of comments last time in regards to this little beast eating on my tray and all that. All is well. Yeah. I hope that you are having a great week and August is treating you well. If you ever need anyone to reach out to, please do. When I found out what was going on, I put a post out that, you know, that I'm not okay. And it's okay to say that you're not okay. I had friends reach out to me to check on me, family reach out to check on me. My husband didn't know till the day was over because he's a railroader and he can't be on his phone during the day. So family and friends were here for me, and I appreciate that. And if there's anything that I can do for you, please reach out, because we're all in here on this ride together, in whatever paths that we intercross, and joys and sadness that we bring to each other. It's meant to be part of our story. So I'm going to get out of here so you can get on to your next video. Please keep stitching. Enjoy your lives so much. And I'm sending you so much love. Bye.